Hello friends, in this lecture we will discuss about GDB Debugger. GDB Debugger is GNU Debugger. Normally we can execute files does not contain any reference to the original program, such as variable names, line numbers and other important things related to that particular program. This is insufficient for debugging since there is no easy way to find out the cause of the error if the program is crashes. So GCC provides -G option to store the additional debugging information, allows error to be tracked back. Using the debugger, we can also examine the values of the variables used in the program. Now, how many options are available with GDB Debugger? We can use man command. Now you can see there are lots of options available with GDB Debugger. This is the definition of the debugger. Then description, it means the definition of the GDB Debugger is the purpose of the debugger such as GDB is to allow you to see what is going on inside another program while it executes, or what another program was doing at the moment it crashed. So we have different options available also. This is the purpose of the GDB. GDB can perform main kind of things that start your program, then make your program stop on specified condition, examine what has happened when your program stopped, change the things in your program. Also we have different options available. For example, you can also break your source program on particular line number. You can also run the program. You can, if you want to continue, then you can also use the C option, that is a shortcut key. Also you can also write the complete continue to running your program. Now next, to when you break your main program, then you can with the help of next execute next program line number, step over any function calls in the line. Edit options also available. Then if you want to see the source code of your program, you can also use the list. Shortcut is L. Then different options available. Now practically we will perform how to use GDB Debugger to compile your C program. Now we can see a small file, the C program files, to examine the GDB Debugger. Largest.c. Now you can see this is the program which contains different functions, and to print out the highest value, the largest value amongst the three numbers. Now to examine this program, how do we use the GDB Debugger? First we clear the screen. Now one by one we use the complete process of the GDB Debugger. Now to start with the GDB Debugger, first we have to compile the program with -G option. Now this is the normal procedure, GCC source program name, and if you want to explicitly give the name to run the program, particular program, then we have to explicitly give the name as -option. For example, we give the same name, largest. This is the normal process of the compilation. Now if you want to use GDB Debugger in compilation process, you have to provide the -G option. Remember this point. This is the first process to use the GCC as -G option to use GDB Debugger in your source program compilation. Now enter press. This is the first process, and now we have a output file, that is the largest. To use largest as a output file name with GDB Debugger, second step is GDB and output file name, that is largest. Because we have no error available in this particular program, then GDB, some of the information, copyright information, 2016 Free Software Foundation, and we have different license version about the GDB Debugger. We are currently using the GNU GDB Ubuntu 7.11.1 and version of the GDB Debugger is 7.11.1. Now we are inside the GDB. Now one by one we list the important commands and functions with the GDB Debugger also available. Now with the help of list we can see the source file name, because we are currently execute the largest output file name with the GDB Debugger. Now you can see it just contain only 10 lines, but in this particular program we have more than 10 lines. So if you want to list a particular line number, then we have to use list starting line number and ending line number. For example, if you want to see 1 to 15 line number, then you can see that 1 to 59 number. We can also use a particular line number, for example 5 to 15. Now you can see we have with the help of list option we can see line number 5 to 15 of the source program. If you want to see the information about the functions, you can use also the info functions available. Okay, with the help of this particular point we can see the functions available in the source program. We can also see the breakpoint information with info B, because currently we don't have any breakpoint available in the program, source program. So we have a clear message that is no breakpoint or watch points available in the source program. We implement the breakpoint process in the source program also. To run this particular program, we can use the run or shortcut is R. For example, complete we have to write run and we have to enter press. Now enter values of A, B, C, because with the help of run we can run this particular program because we don't have any breakpoint available. So in a normal context, if we run this particular program, then enter the value of ABC 11, 22 and 33. Now C is the largest, because in a normal process when our program is accurate, then we get the output. So with the help of list we can see the source program. For example, in a normal case when we run this particular program, we have just demanding the values of ABC 22, for example 33 and 11. Now this time B is largest number. For example, if we want to have the information about breakpoint, if we have a clear message that no breakpoints or watch points available. For example, if we want to give breakpoint in a source program to check the errors in a first half of the program, for example in a particular program when we have hundreds lines of code available, then we break that particular program in 4 parts and we want to see error available in starting 25% of the portion of the program and then 25 to 50% of the portion. For example, in a normal scenario when we divide the complete program in 4 parts and we want to examine the complete program in 4 parts, then we use a breakpoint. For example, in this particular program we don't have any breakpoint available. That's why we have a clear message that no breakpoint or watch point available. To give breakpoint, we have to write the break and line number. Now breakpoint 1 is at particular address and file is the largest .c and line number is 10. Now we want to run this particular program. Now enter value of A, B, C clearly 11, 22 and 33. Yeah, we have the output. Now we want to make a breakpoint on line number, for example 4. We have again breakpoint 2 at this particular address and file is largest.c and line number is 4. Now this time if we want to run this particular program, you can see that enter value of A, B, C, but we have GDB again. So we want to continue this particular program because we have to just we make a breakpoint at line number 4. That's why this particular program break at line number 4. So to continue this program, we can again run this program with the help of C continue, either to write continue completely, or we can use the shortcut key C. Now continue. Now this time after continuing, the demanding this particular program demanding the values of A, B, C. Now A values 23 and 33. Now we get the output. To quit from the GDB debugger, we have to use complete quit or just Q. Now before that, we can also get the assembly code of the particular program, complete program, particular function with the help of this GDB debugger. For example, if we want to assembly code, then we can use disassemb or single S or double S. It's your choice. Both of the options are equally important. Now for example, if we want to use this particular thing, then if we want to use, yes, with this particular way we get the assembly code of the main program, main function. Now enter press and we get the complete assembly code. Now if we want to get the assembly code of printf function, for example printf function. Now this is the assembly code of the printf function. With single S we get the same output, scanf. Now this is the assembly code of the scanf function. So debugger is very important because we can execute files which doesn't contain the reference to the original program, which is a source program, such as variable names, line numbers. With this particular method, we examine the program in a detailed way. To quit from the GDB debugger, we have to just simply write shortcut key, that is Q, and we have to enter press. Now we are on a desktop. So this is about the GDB debugger. Thanks for watching this video.